just in case. So we're going to record this just so if you guys want to watch it back, you can. So welcome to Team Smith. First, I want to say congratulations on starting an amazing journey, not only to health, but to freedom for time and your family and your finances. This is a huge gift, and we are super excited to have each of you on our team. You're going to hear me talk about, and you're probably going to hear your sponsor, your upline, talk to you about your why. And that's what we're going to open with tonight. And you're going to hear me ask you this throughout your entire journey with Plexus, because your why is really important in your journey to success, believe it or not. We all join for different reasons. Some of us join because we've been customers and we just love the products. We fall in love with the products and we're product driven. Some of us join because we're driven by the financial opportunity. So the financial opportunity is really what drives us. Some people have the desire to just get their products covered. So you just want to make enough money to cover your own products because you're a product user. Some of y'all may want to make $100 a month. Some of y'all want to make $500 a month. And some of y'all are going to have the same passion and the same drive that I do, and you're going to want to take this all the way to the top. So because I don't know you personally, most of you, I don't know what your why is. But I want you to know tonight, it's very important that you establish that why. Why did you join the company? It's really important to ask yourself why it is that you decided to join whoever invited you here's team, okay? Your why will do three things. It will drive you, it will motivate you, and it will push you into success. So you want to recognize that why. So when we talk about, your sponsor is going to talk to you about, hey, I want you to write out your why. And believe it or not, your why is going to change several times in the course of this journey. I can tell you that my own why has changed multiple times. So as you go through this journey, we're going to press you and we're going to talk to you about why you're doing what you're doing, why you're continuing to work this business, why are you continuing on your journey, and it's going to change from time to time. But recognizing that and writing it out on a piece of paper like a story is really important. So I want you guys to think about that. And if you're taking notes, I want you to write that down. For the next, this week, I really want you to start thinking about your why it is that you joined Plexus, why is it that you joined, Jennifer's team or Angelina's team or Jill's team or whoever's team you joined. Why did you join that team? And I want you to ask yourself, what are your goals? What is it that you want to do with Plexus? What are your health goals? What are your financial goals? And where do you see yourself in 6 months? Okay, and I want you to just think about that. And I want you, if you're bold enough, I want you to video your why. I think it's really important that you express that in a video because you can share it with other people. When I started this business, I just wanted the products. I loved the products. I was a product user for an entire year before I started to really work the business. So I was driven by the products. I loved the products because they changed my health dramatically. Things started to really change in my life because I started getting well. I started gaining energy. I started feeling better. I wasn't living in pain. And I started, sleeping better, losing weight, all of those things. So that was originally my why, because I wanted the products at the cheapest price because I was using so many of them, right? Well, very quickly into my journey, that why changed. I realized what kind of opportunity I had financially. And when I really recognized the financial aspect of this business, my why changed. Then I said, you know what? I can make money with this opportunity. Like, I can make some serious money. So my why kind of shifted into, I wanted to be able to give my kids more. I was a single mom for a really long time, and I really wanted to be able to put my kids through college. It was something that I always dreamed about doing. I struggled to get myself through a year of school. So I wanted to be able to do that for them. So my why was to be able to put my girls through college. So during that journey, my why kind of evolved, and I was able to put my two oldest girls through their first year of college without taking out student loans, without having to do FAFSA, all those things. So it was really a neat experience, and as my journey continued, I started to evolve in different ways as well. My why continually changed. I became a jewel. that was a really exciting time for me. My husband had his accident. Some of you know, some of you don't know. My husband was in the oil field, and he was home on days off, and he went to help a buddy pressure wash a house, and he ended up falling. It was a freak accident, and he ended up falling off a second-story roof, and he broke everything. He was nearly killed. He broke all his long bones, all 4 long bones in his body. He's had multiple surgery. He's going in for his 13th surgery next week. So our lives radically changed in that moment. So as he was injured and as we were on a journey to wellness and being able to heal him, obviously my why superly evolved into, hey, I need to be able to pay and support my husband medically. So my why, my job and my passion was fueled by being able to support us. We lost $150,000 of income overnight. That's not easy. You know, you go from making this much money to this much money, and that's a huge change. So I was extremely blessed that I had said yes to this opportunity 2 years prior. So I was able to afford to take care of my family. I was able to provide for his medical needs. So do you see how my why has changed? As I continue on my journey as an emerald, and I've grown in my leadership, my why has changed again. Now, because I'm a jewel and I've got to experience Hawaii twice, and I've got the Lexus, and I have the paycheck. Now my why is really for my team. I want to see my team grow and develop into becoming jewels. It's not fun when you're the only jewel. So when you have your team and you're seeing them evolve and you're seeing them follow their dreams and they're getting the paychecks and they're, you know, rank advancing, that's really a humbling experience. And that's something that really fuels my passion for this business now, because I want my team to be next to me. I want my team to have those same blessings that I've had. So as my journey has evolved, so has my why. So I want you to understand how important it is, because your why is what's going to get you out of bed in the morning, and it's what is going to get your feet on the floor and get you running in this business. Nothing is going to stop you if your why is strong enough. If you want this opportunity as bad as I do, nothing is going to stand in your way. So that's why it's so important to me to express to you how important it is for you to really realize why you're doing this, because it's going to fuel you. If it's to stay at home with your babies, if you have kids and you're a mom, that's a huge why. You know, that's going to really be a determining factor to say, you know what? I want to stay home with my kids. I do not want to put them in daycare. So guess what? That why is going to fuel you to get out there and work your business, right? If your why is that you're drowning in debt and you and your husband are fighting over your finances and money is so bad that you are just drowning in debt, that's a huge why. And there is nothing to be ashamed about in your why. We all have, you know, different whys, different things going on in our lives. And if we really, you know, have a heart-to-heart with ourselves and really identify why we're doing this, I promise you, you will be so much more successful, because that why is going to drive your passion and it is going to put you to work. Okay. So that right off the top, I think that's the most important thing for you new people to do, is to really identify why you're doing this. So I want you guys to think about that. I want you guys to start writing out your why and why you're doing things. And if you're, like I said, if you're so inclined, it would be awesome if you could video that, because you're going to share that with other people. And maybe there's someone else on your Facebook page or your Instagram page or your friends that are going to watch your why video and say, man, I can totally relate to that. I would love to do that. Like, I want to stay home with my babies, or I want to get out of debt, or I want to retire my husband. So you're going to relate to someone and they're going to look at you and say, hey, I want what you have. Show me what journey you're on. Let's do this together. So it's important for you guys to establish your why. That being said, I know you guys are brand new. So I don't want to overwhelm you with every single detail. That's why I wanted to break it up in a few days. But tonight, since it's the first night, and a lot of you are like brand new today or yesterday, I want to start with basics, okay? You're going to hear a lot of terminology: sponsor, upline, downline, backup order, qualifying, and things like that. And I want to explain to you what those things are so you're not confused, okay? So I'm going to break it down a little at a time. When you join, you had to pick a backup order. You guys had to pick a qualifying backup order. And I know some of you are really confused by that. You're like, okay, well, what does that mean? Are they going to ship this to me every month, or do I have to spend $100 a month? So I'm just going to go over that, even if you kind of already know. The backup order is in place to protect you from losing your paycheck. That's really what it boils down to. What is required in Plexus for you to be an ambassador, an active qualified ambassador, is for you to either purchase $100 in products or to sell $100 in products. So the backup order is in place just in case you don't make a sale. They're going to ship you the products that you chose that are worth $100 to keep you active and qualified for the month. Okay, so what that means is typically y'all are setting your AQ, which is your auto qualifications, for the 28th of the month. That means you have 28 days for you to make a sale of $100 or for you to purchase the $100. So if you get to the 28th and you don't have your $100, the reason why they're going to send you that $100 is because, let's say on the 29th or the 30th or the 31st, someone goes to your website and orders $250 worth of product. You will not be paid on that product if you do not have your auto qualification set, okay? But if you go to the 28th and you have $200 in sales, your auto qualification or your AQ will not be shipped unless you want it to, okay? Some people, I use the triplex every month, so I have my auto qualification set to non-conditional. So whether I have my 100 PV or not, whether I make sales, I use the product, so I want them to ship it to me anyways. So I put my auto qualification on unconditional, which means regardless if I have a sale or not, I want my product shipped to me. You don't have to do that. You can put your auto qualification on to conditional, which means if you have your 100 PV, if you make that $100 in sales, they will not ship you any products. They will not charge your credit card for $100 because you already got your $100 in sales. Does that make sense to y'all? So the only time you will ever be shipped a product is if you go in and order it in your back office, or if your AQ is set to unconditional, and or your AQ is set and you don't have a sale of $100 or more. So let's say you have your AQ set and for some reason you don't have a sale, you haven't been working your business and you have 2 tires go out in your car. You have to go buy 2 new tires and you just don't have $100 to spend. You don't have to freak out. All you have to do is go in your back office and delete your auto qualification, okay? It's okay for that to happen. I don't recommend you keeping it off because you won't be paid. But if for 1 month you haven't made a sale and you don't have the money, you can simply turn it off, and then the following month on the 1st or the 2nd, you can go back and turn it back on. It's not something that you have to start all over. You're going to lose your ambassadorship. It's nothing like that. You have 1 year as an ambassador to turn on and off your auto qualification, and you're still an ambassador. Does that make sense, y'all? Have any questions about that? Anybody confused about the backup order auto qualification? Okay, good. PV, okay, we're going to talk about PV all the time. You're going to see us use the word PV daily in group. PV means personal volume. That means anything that you purchase in your back office or anything that someone goes to your website and purchases from you. That is personal volume. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is not an exact dollar amount. So we say 100 PV, but it's actually going to be a little bit more than $100. I don't know exactly how they work that detail out, but it's very, very close. So you'll notice in your back office that the triplex, if the triplex is, 100 and, I don't even know how much it is, 140 retail, it's not going to give you 140 PV, right? Okay, so it's going to give you a little bit less than that. It's going to give you 100 PV. Okay, so it's going to give you around about the dollar amount, but a little bit less. Does that make sense? So when I say 100 PV, you have to have 100 in personal volume, which is going to be a little bit more than the dollar amount. But you have to have 100 PV every month to be an active paid ambassador. So PV is just personal volume, things that you buy or things that people buy from you on your website. Okay. We had this discussion in another group that I'm in, and some ambassadors go months and months and months into this business and have no idea how they're paid. I was one of those ambassadors. When I was first starting, I really had no idea how I was making money. I just knew that I was getting a check every month, and I was like, all right, well, whatever. Yeah, I love the products. I was talking about the products. People were buying from me, and I was getting a lot of money. I had customers joining me as ambassadors because they really liked the products and they wanted to make money too. And I really had no clue how I was making money. I don't advise that because the earlier and the fastest, the soonest that you grasp the compensation plan, let me tell you something. When that light bulb goes off and you realize what you have at your fingertips, it is going to drive you to work this business with all you have. Because we have a ridiculously amazing compensation plan. The opportunity that we have to make insane amounts of money is ridiculous. So I promise you, if you can grasp the compensation plan, you will be better off. Don't be like me and not figure it out. If you're confused, ask questions. Because if you don't know how you're paid, you really can't market it to other people. You can't just say, I don't really know how we get paid, but it's awesome, join my team. You need to know how we get paid so you can say, hey, this is how we get paid. If you want to make $500 a month, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to break the compensation plan down a little tiny bit tonight, but we're going to go over the entire compensation plan another night this week, okay? But I just want you to know pay points. When I say, because we're going to talk about pay point, what's the pay point this month, and you're going to see points in the back office. You're going to see a lot of us in group talking about how many points do you have? How many points to your next rank up? We're talking about pay points, okay? So when you have an ambassador join your team, if you personally sign an ambassador, they're your level 1, okay? We talk about legs. You're going to hear that term a lot. What leg are you on? Are you in primary leg or outside leg? And I'm going to explain that to you. Anyone you sign personally, okay? So if I sign Jennifer, she's my level 1, okay? She's my leg. She's a leg for me. If I sign Jill, she's a level 1, and she's another leg for me, okay? If I sign Tanya, she's a level 1, and she's another leg for me. So I have 3 level 1s, and I have 3 separate legs. If Jennifer takes off, and she's working her business, and she is gaining people, and she's signing people left and right, and she has the most points for me, she's called my primary leg, okay? So your fastest growing team leg with the most points is your primary leg. Okay, so if you're going to see me say outside legs a lot, because I focus a lot on my outside, because I have a primary leg that is a Sapphire ambassador. She's a strong leader. She blew up really quickly, so she's my largest leg. So all my other legs combined are my outside legs. Okay, so you have one primary leg who is going to be your fastest, largest leg. And then all the other legs are called your outside leg, okay? So you're going to get points for all your ambassadors. And we'll go into this when we talk about the compensation plan, but I want you to kind of understand the primary leg and the outside leg. So when you sign a level 1, level 2, or level 3, and what that means is if I sign Jennifer, she's my level 1. If Jennifer signs Jill, Jill's my level 2. If Jill signs Tanya, she's my level 3, okay? You're going to go down all the way down 7 levels, and that's how we get paid, on 7 levels deep. So even though you're not personally signing those people, they're still on your team, and they're a level for you. So it's a level 1, a level 2, a level 3, and so on. You're going to get paid points on every level 7 deep. Okay, so your first 3 levels, you're going to get 5 pay points every single month when they qualify. And what's qualifying mean? Remember, qualifying is getting your $100 in sales or your purchase. So your $100 qualifying is you have your 100 PV, okay? So if you have a level 4, they're going to be 4 points. If you have a level 5, 3 points, level 6, 2, level 7, 1. Okay, that's what pay points are. And we'll go into that when we talk about the compensation plan. But I wanted you to get the lingo and the verbiage so when you see it in group, you're not totally confused. Although you may be a little confused for a while, and that's okay because it's all new to a lot of people. Don't feel bad. I had never done network marketing ever, so I had no idea what any of this stuff meant, and it took me a long time to figure it all out. So don't feel like you can't ask questions, and don't feel like it's a stupid question, because no questions are stupid. I didn't know anything when I started, so please don't feel like if you have a question that it's dumb. How to order in your back office. Okay, we as ambassadors, we have 1 year to be able to purchase as a wholesale ambassador. So that means we can go into our back office. When you signed up, you got a login. You've registered your website. You have a front side to your website, and that's what you give your customers, right? So they're going to get your Shop My Plexus at whatever your name is. And you have a backside, and that's called the back office. The back office is what you use. You personally log into, and you can see your reports. You're going to see your team. You're going to see your customers. And that's where you make your purchases that you want. So let's say you want to try the Plexus Ease. You're going to go into your back office. You're going to hit the shopping tab, and you're going to make an order. That's how you order in your own back office. You wouldn't go to your front side of the back office because that's for customers, okay? So that's the difference there. How you see your uplines. Okay, we have a dashboard. Okay, when you log into your back office, you're going to see a dashboard. It's going to show you who's above you, and that's what uplines are. So when you go in your back office, you're going to be able to see your sponsor's name. You're going to be able to see who sponsored her, and all the way up. I think it's 5 levels now you can see above you. So that's in your back office. So if you want to know who your uplines are, obviously I'm at the top of our tree. So everyone on this team is under me because I'm the Emerald upline, okay? So you may not see me in your back office because you may be my level 7, but I'm still your Emerald upline. You're somewhere, if you're in this page, in my team page, you're somewhere in my downline. So y'all are all underneath me in different legs, and that's okay. All right. Tips for, okay, so customers, okay? This is a really important information. You have 3 ways to purchase, right? Some of you may have been customers originally. Maybe you've never tried the product and you just signed up because you love the business opportunity. There's 3 ways for people to purchase products, and I want you guys to know the difference because it's important. It's important for a couple reasons. I'm going to explain why. When you have a customer go to your website and they buy a one-time purchase, it's called a retail customer, okay? They're going to pay the most expensive price. There's no commitment. They go to your website, they order, that's it, they're done, okay? Then you're going to have a preferred customer. A preferred customer is going to go to your website and they're going to click an auto ship. That means they're going to get 10% off, and they're going to have their product shipped to them monthly. So they're going to agree to a monthly auto ship. Okay, after their 3rd month, consecutive month of ordering, they're going to get another 10% off. So that is the second cheapest way to buy, because they're going to get 20% off after 3 months. Okay, you're also going to get a bonus for that. So when a preferred customer goes to your website, they sign up for auto ship. Depending on what they buy, which products they buy, you're going to get a bonus, a preferred cash bonus on each product, which is nice. Okay. The cheapest way to buy is becoming a wholesale ambassador. They go to your website, they click Join Plexus, they're going to pay $34.95. They may buy a welcome pack, they may not, but that gives them 1 year to purchase products at 25% off, which is what we do as ambassadors. Just because they join your team as a wholesale ambassador doesn't necessarily mean that they want to work the business. They may say, I do not want to work this business. I have no desire to work this business, but I want the cheapest price, so I'm going to join your team. There's ups and downs to both of that, and I'm going to explain that to you. I'm going to give you my personal opinion, and I'm going to tell you how it affects your points. If you sign a customer who loves the product and you know that they're going to buy the triplex every single month, so you know they're going to make their $100 in personal volume, sign them as a wholesale ambassador because they want the cheapest price, they're going to be happy, and they're going to get 25% off, and you're going to get points for them because they've spent their $100. Even if they never share the business, even if they never market it, even if they don't want to work the business, they've made you points because they've qualified with 100 PV. If you have a customer who only buys the X Factor from you, or maybe they only buy the Pro Bio or the Bio Cleanse, they're not going to make you points because they're not going to buy $100 in product. So you don't want them to sign up as an ambassador because you would rather keep them as a preferred customer because you're going to get a bonus for their product, and they're not going to be, they're going to get almost the same discount if they're consecutively buying after 3 months. They're going to get 20% off instead of 25, but they're not a minimum qualifier. So if you add them as an ambassador, they pay their $34.95 and they're only ordering $10 or $20 or $50 a month, that hurts our pay point because they're not getting their 100 PV every month. So there's really no reason for them to be an ambassador. True ambassadorship is someone who says, yes, I'm going to buy the products every month. I love the products. I want the wholesale cost, and they're going to, be qualifying with their 100 PV, and you're going to get their points. Now, we can't tell them that they can't sign up as a wholesale customer because they can. They can sign up as a wholesale customer and only buy the ProBio. But we want to encourage them and say, hey, it's beneficial for you and it's beneficial for me if you just stay a preferred customer, because you're not going to be ordering $100 a month. You're going to get basically the same discount. So you're going to want to keep those customers as preferred because you're making more money off of them. And it's benefiting them too because they're auto shipping their products that they love. They're getting a discount. So you're both happy and it's a win-win. So really, when you're looking at adding people to your team, you want people that want to work the business. Now, that doesn't go to say that I joined Plexus as a wholesale ambassador. I said, I will not work this business. There is no way I will sell this product. I do not have any desire to be an ambassador. All I want to do is buy my products at the cheapest price. But I was buying $200 or $300 a month in product because I was using it, and so are my kids and now my husband and everything else. So I was a good ambassador to sign because I was getting that PV. I just had no desire to work the business. But a year later, I did decide to work the business. So you just never know. It's kind of a catch-22. It's catch-22. You don't know. Someone may say they don't want to work the business, but in a few months when they're having killer results, they're super happy with the products, people start asking them, hey, what are you doing? What are you using? Then they may change their mind and want to work the business. So you just never know. So keep that in mind. If someone says they really just want to have, one product or two products, they're happy with that, keep them as preferred customers because it's more beneficial to you both. Upline obviously is your sponsor or someone up above you in line. Downline is someone underneath you. So once you get a team of people underneath you, they're called your downline. So you're going to hear that phrase a lot. This is my downline, or this is my upline. Jewel is the top 3% of the company. So Jewel is the top 3 positions: Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond. Okay, so you're going to hear those terms a lot too. When you first join, your sponsor, your upline, probably added you to their team page. Typically, when you're gold or above, you're going to have your own team page, and most of the leaders in here have their own team page. If they don't, then they've more than likely added you to my team page, which is the Plexus Team Smith or Smith Superstars. If you're in my outside team page, you may be added to both. Those pages are very beneficial, okay? So you're going to be added to 2 or 3 groups when you first join, so don't get confused. It can be confusing. You may have your sponsors page, your uplines page, then you may be in my page. And that's okay. What those team pages are there for is to give you training, to keep you updated on all the new information, to give you support, to encourage you for question and answer. So those team pages are really important. A lot of times new people will come in and they won't say a word in the team page. They don't respond to anything. I really encourage you guys to dive right into that team page. Get involved, ask questions, get in some activity. If you have questions about something, ask it in the team page. If you got a customer, post it in the team page. Build that excitement, build that momentum for someone else. So really utilize those team pages. In the team, under files, you're going to find a plethora of information, tons of files, tons of information, lots of documents that you can save to your own computer, print them out, look at them. So make sure you're utilizing those team pages. Also, the pinned post in both my team pages is our training guide. It is what I use to train all of my ambassadors. That's why it's the top pinned post, so you don't have to go through the team page to find it. It's going to say Team Smith Training Guide. If you have not seen it, that is your number one first thing you need to do when you get off this team call. You need to get on in the group page on Facebook, and you need to look at the pinned post, and you need to print that training guide out. It is a step-by-step guide to give you success. It's going to give you the tools that you need to be successful, and it's going to give you a time frame in which to do them. I do well with instruction. If I'm thrown into something and I have no idea what I need to do, it stresses me out. I get like lost. I get very disorganized. So for me, I like to be told, okay, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to do. And I'll do it. I'm like, boom, 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 I'm done. Okay, what next? That works really well in this business. If you know what is required or expected of you, then you typically tend to perform better. If you have no idea what to do, you get lost or you just don't do it. And typically a lot of ambassadors just fall off and they don't do anything because they don't know what to do. So I want you all to know exactly what you need to do. And in that training guide, it's going to give you everything you need to do. It's going to give you lots of YouTube videos to watch. It's going to give you some great books to start reading. It's going to kind of give you a time frame of when you should be doing things. It's going to go over all of the rank advancements and everything you need to know about your business. So really, really plug into that training guide and read that because it's important. In that training guide, we're going to talk about a few things that I'm going to go over right now. So when you read it, these are going to start sounding familiar to you. When you join, one of the first things that you're going to do is you're going to post on Facebook, okay? Most of the jewels in the company have built their entire business on social media. So social media is a huge part of what we do. So what I like to call it is a coming out post. You're going to structure a post and you're going to tell people on your Facebook audience what you're doing. You're going to tell them how excited you are that you've joined this amazing company that has plant-based products that are changing people's health and changing their finances. You're going to tailor that post to be personal about you, why you're doing it, what you like about it, what you're looking to do. So I have some examples in the training guide to give you an idea. You can make it long, you can make it short, you can make it funny, you can make it serious, but you want to tell your Facebook audience what you're doing. It should be an announcement to say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm super excited about it. And if you want to do it with me, let's do this together. Kind of just makes it like putting it out there kind of thing. It's really important to do because if people don't know what you're doing, they can't join you or cheer you on, right? So the coming out post is really important. And we're going to go through social media training, and there's a whole YouTube on that the Jewels have done. So we're going to give you some tips on that too another night. But another thing, another step, and this is really important. This is one of the first steps, and I can tell you that Angelina's new little rock star had her list started before she joined her team. And that shows me that she is in it, she is all about it, and she's ready to work. Making a list is the most crucial part of this business. And a lot of times when I tell people, okay, I want you to get your pen and paper out, they look at me like I'm crazy. Like most people just don't use pen and paper anymore, I guess. I don't want you typing it on the computer. You can, but I would rather you just old school it and get your notebook out and get a brand new notebook. So that's going to be your list. That's going to be your networking list. So get your networking book out, get a pen out, and start writing down everybody you know. And when I say, yes, girl, when I say everyone, I mean your friends, your family, your church people, your softball team, your kids' parents' friends, your husband or wife's friends, people you work with, people you know in the community, the lady at Publix, the lady at Walmart, the woman who sold you your house. When I mean everybody, I mean everybody, anybody that comes to your mind. And there's an awesome program, and it's a document in our team page. It's called the Memory Jogger. It's by Eric Worre. And if you're having a hard time, use that document because that will help, pull some things out of you and remind you who you know. You're going to start that list and you're going to get down, you're going to start rambling, blah, 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 and then you're going to come to a dead stop and you're going to be like, well, I don't know anybody else. Trust me, 10 times that many people. They're not coming to your mind. Get in your cell phone, get in your old address book, get on your Facebook, whatever you need to do, you want to build that list of a minimum, and I mean minimum of 100 people. It is crucial that you do that, okay? Don't freak out, because I'm not gonna ask you to go talk to every single one of those people tomorrow about Plexus, but I am gonna ask you to talk to every single one of those people about Plexus. Just not tomorrow, okay? But you're gonna work off that list. That is your list. You are gonna grow your business and you are gonna become a jewel from that list, okay? So that's how important that list is. So I want you to write that list out, okay? When you start to feel like you really can't add anybody else, that's okay, because you're going to continue to add to the list. Maybe you go to a soccer game, your kid's soccer game, and you happen to meet another parent. Boom, you're going to go home and say, okay, little Tommy's mom, red hair, blue jacket. Maybe you don't know her name, but you're gonna write something down so that reminds you of who that is, okay? So you're always going to continue to add to that list. That's so important. Once you get that list, you're going to do a couple things. You're going to pick a top 20 for health and a top 20 for business, okay? When I say health, okay, the first 20 people on that list of 100 that you can say automatically, okay, she needs the triplex, she has diabetes, he struggles with pain, my mom has arthritis, whoever immediately comes to mind that you say, man, they could really use those products. They have high blood pressure. Oh, he has cholesterol issues. Oh, I remember saying she struggled with migraines. The top 20 people, and we all know people that are suffering all over the world with every kind of ailment because they probably posted it on Facebook and you saw it. So you're going to put that top 20 and say, okay, here's my top 20 for health. Then you're going to do the exact same thing with the business. You're going to say, okay, from this 100, I'm going to pick my top 20. Who do I want on my dream team? Who are the people that you say, okay, she's a realtor, she has a huge network, she's so bubbly, oh, she's super outgoing, or hey, I used to work with him in sales. You have that top 20 on your list that you know that could rock this business right off the top of your head. You do, we all do. Maybe you worked with them before. Maybe they're your relative. Maybe they used to do another network marketing company. Whatever it is, you want them on your dream team. Okay, then you're going to get a top 5 from the 20. You're going to work a top 5 constantly. So your first thing is you're going to get your top 5 and say, okay, these are my top 5 for health. These are my top 5 for business. And you're immediately going to get with your sponsor or me. If you're one of mine, you're going to get me into a conversation with those people immediately, like tomorrow or the next day, this week, if you're new. You want to get them on the phone if possible, but at least in a Facebook chat, okay? And we overanalyze this and we're like, oh my God, I can't do that. What am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to get on the phone? Or, oh my God, what am I supposed to say? It's really not that hard. You say, hey, I'm really excited about this new adventure I'm starting. I need 5 minutes of your time to tell you about it. I can tell you that Angelina's girl, we were on a Zoom last night, and I just met this girl. Angelina knows her personally, and like Odie, her sponsor, knew her. I got on a Zoom at like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. She had like 3 people on the Zoom in like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, she's getting her phone, she's getting people on. That's what you do. You don't wait for them to say no. You don't wait for them to ask you 10 questions. You just say, hey, I'm getting you on the phone with Kelly. I want her to tell you something. Or, oh my gosh, I have this exciting, amazing opportunity, and my girlfriend Kelly's doing it, and she's way better at explaining, so here she is. Boom, you've got her in a conversation, and I promise you that the absolute worst thing that can happen is they say no, okay? And I promise you it's not going to kill you. It's okay when people say no. You actually want people to say no because that means you're working your business. That means you're out asking. So you need to go for no because you know that next time it's going to be a yes. So you're going to get a ton of no's. You're going to get a lot of no's, but that's okay. You'll be like, I got a no today. I am working my business. I got 2 no's today. That means you're working your business. That means you are doing what you are supposed to be doing. So no's are awesome. I love when someone says, oh man, I talked to so-and-so and she said no. I'm like, awesome. You talked to somebody. Like you shared Plexus, even though they said no. That is exactly what I want you to do, okay? So you're going to get your top 5 for health. You're going to say, hey, Susie Q, I know you suffer from migraines. I saw you posting about it last week on Facebook, and I have found these awesome plant-based products that are helping people with migraines. I would love to send you a sample. And I would love for you to talk to Kelly because she is in the business, and she had migraines too. hey, Kelly, can you tell so-and-so about the Slim? Boom, we've just entered into a three-way conversation. She knows I had migraines. She knows we have something that helps with migraines, and we're just going to have a conversation. No pressure. I'm going to tell her, yes, I had hereditary migraines for years. As a teenager, as an adult, I started the Slim. I have not had a migraine in 3 years. She's going to be like, wow, that's awesome. Well, what is it? I'm going to tell her a little bit, and guess what? We're going to send her a 3-day sample or even one single stick, and you've just exposed her to Plexus. You've just given her the opportunity to try the product. Hopefully, more than likely, she's going to say, oh my gosh, that was awesome. What is that? Let me try it. She's going to buy something from you. Just from a little conversation that we had, no pressure, no big deal. We talked on the phone or talked in a Facebook chat. It's that simple, y'all. It's really not scary, I promise. And the more you do it, the easier it is. You will be slinging three ways left and right soon, and you're going to be a champ because you're going to do them so much, okay? So don't be scared to talk to people. Don't be scared to throw them into a conversation with me or your upline, your sponsor, or whoever, because that's how we learn. If we don't share the products, if we don't share the opportunity, how are people going to ever buy from us? How are people ever going to join our team? We have to expose people to Plexus, and that is done by talking. That is done by communication. That's what we do. We are in relationship marketing. We are all about the relationship. So it's no pressure. It's not salesy. It's, hey, I have migraines too. I can relate to you. I have been helped with this product, and I want to help you too. That's it. That's all it is. And if it's a no, it's really not a no. All it is not right now because they don't have enough information to say yes. So next month, you're going to give them a little bit more information and they're going to say yes. Okay? So top 5. Top 5 for products, top 5 for business. This is how we're going to approach a business. Hey, Susie Q, I know that you said you've been struggling really bad financially. You don't want to go back to work. You want to stay home with those beautiful babies. And guess what? I have found an awesome work-at-home opportunity that I am just loving. My friend Kelly's been doing it for 3 years. She is making bank. She loves it. She's a mama of 5. Let's chat with her tonight at like 7 o'clock. What do you think? She's going to say, oh, really? Wow, that's awesome. Okay. More than likely. Or she's going to say, oh, man, I can't at 7. I got to put the kids to bed. Then you say, okay, how about 8:30? Okay. You're asking her. You're giving her another opportunity. You're not going to say, when is good for you? Because then they're going to be like, oh, I don't know. I have baseball. I got cheerleading. I have work. No. You're going to say, hey, how about 7 o'clock? And they're going to say either, yeah, sure, that works out, or no, I can't. Then you're going to say, okay, how about 8:30 when you get the kids to bed? So you're always asking. You're always asking them and leaving them with a question so they have to answer you. Not hard. It's not scary. You're just going to say, hey, I just want to talk to you about an awesome opportunity. You're going to talk to them about whatever it is that you think that is a trait that you want on your team. Hey, Susie Q, I know you used to do Mary Kay and you kicked butt. Guess what? I found this amazing opportunity. I know you swore you'd never do network marketing again, but this is a totally different gig and it's super cool. And my friend Kelly's been doing it and she's doing really well. And now I've joined and I want you to join with me. I think you'd be amazing at it. Can we chat tonight at 9? Or do you have 5 minutes right now to talk to her on the phone? That's how easy it is, y'all. It's really not scary, I promise. Like I said, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. And people are going to be exposed to Plexus, and that's what you need to grow your business, okay? So that's what you're going to do continuously every single day. People ask me all the time, what do you do every day? How did you get to become an emerald? I did 3 ways constantly with myself and other people. I said, hey, let's chat on the phone about Plexus. Hey, you want to hear about this awesome opportunity? I'm still doing it, y'all. I'm just doing it mainly for my team now, but I still have to do it for myself. I still have to reach out to people. I built to Emerald because I asked people to buy from me and I asked people to join my team. That's why I'm Emerald. And that's what you will need to do if you want to become an Emerald. You're going to have to step outside your comfort zone. You're going to have to pitch the opportunity and pitch the products to people. You're going to have to learn to share it. You're going to have to learn to invite people to hear more. And that's why you say, hey, can you talk to me tonight at 8:30 when the kids are in bed? Or hey, just like Angelina did, hey, can you jump on a Zoom with me and my uplines really quick? I just want to tell you about this awesome opportunity that I just joined. And she said, sure, why not? She got online, she liked it, there she is, she joined. Boom, she had 3 people in a 3-way that night on Zoom because she wants to have a team just like Angelina does. That's how this process works. So the list is gold. You want that list. Your top 20 and your top 5, you should be doing every single day. You are going to work that list and constantly. You're going to go down in your level 5. You're going to say, okay, talk to her about migraines, talk to him about blood sugar. I talked to my mom about pain, blah, blah. Where's my next 5 people? You're going to boom. You're going to get your next 5 people into a chat with your upline. You want to be in constant contact with your sponsor. You should be talking to your new people, leaders on this call. You should be talking to your new people every single day, multiple times a day. If you work, I don't care. Check with them in 5 minutes in the morning. When you get off work, send them a text, send them a message. Hey, how are you doing? How's that list going? You know, ask them to send it to you. Y'all that are new, expect that from your sponsor. Expect that from your upline. They're going to be saying, hey, where's that list? Do you have your top 20? Let me see who your top 5 are. Tell me a little bit about your top 5. Who do you want on your team? When I asked Jennifer, hey, Jennifer, who's your top 5? Well, I want my friend Stephanie, and I want my friend Darlene, and I want my friend so-and-so, and I want my sister. I'm like, awesome. Why do you want them on your team? Well, my sister is super. She knows everybody. She has a huge network. My friend, she's just really good. You know, she is bold, blah, blah. So I know why Jennifer wants those people on her team. It gives me a heads up, right? So you're going to do the same thing. Your sponsor's going to be asking you these questions. How's your list? Did you get in a 3-way? Have you called your top 5? So that is what we're asking you to do every single day. Those are the steps that we want you to take. Write your list, add people to the list, get your top 20, start working down that top 20 by 5. I don't care if you have to work 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at lunchtime, 15 minutes after dinner, and then 15 minutes before you go to bed. If that is all the time that you have to work this business, that is okay, because let me tell you, it takes about 30 seconds to send a message. Not even. It probably takes 10 seconds. Hey, so-and-so, do you have 15 minutes to talk to me tonight about an awesome opportunity I just started? It takes me like 5 seconds to write that. Maybe you send a couple messages out in the morning, you answer a couple emails in the afternoon, and then you get into those 3-ways at night. Okay? That's doable, right? I'm not asking you to work 40 hours a week. I'm not asking you to work 8 hours a day. I'm asking you to write a list, pick a top 20, and work that top 20 by 5s with your sponsor. All consistently doing those things. And you're going to find in the beginning, you're going to be super nervous. It's very, very natural, especially if you've never done network marketing. It's going to be new to you. So maybe you only get into 1 3-way in like a couple days. And you're like, oh my gosh, that was so nerve-wracking. I don't know. Your sponsor is going to keep asking you. They're going to keep encouraging you. I'm going to keep encouraging you. And I'm going to ask you, what are you IPA? IPA is income producing activity. And there's 2 ways that we get paid in this business, right? One is selling the products. So we have to share the products to get people familiar with the products to make a purchase. Okay. Number 2 is to add people to our team. Those are the 2 things that how we make money. So those are the 2 income producing activities that I want you to do every single day, whether it's for 15 minutes or whether it's for 5 hours. Income producing activity. Work the list, get your 3-ways, talk to your sponsor, have your sponsor talk to your friends, and be in constant communication with your upline, okay? If you don't have an upline, if you joined and I don't know, something happened with your sponsor, there's always a sponsor above there, okay? We always have another sponsor. We have a great team. There's tons of leaders. Even if, let's say you get really bold and you want to do a 3-way call or a 3-way Facebook chat, and your sponsor's at work, and you're like, oh my gosh, guess what? There's 10 other people in our team page that are going to do a 3-way chat with you. I will do it with you. Post in groups. Say, hey, I have a potential 3-way, and I would love for someone to jump on with me. Guess what? I guarantee you 5 or 6 people will say, sure, I'll do it with you. Anybody can do it, okay? You know what a 3-way is for? It's for third-party validation. It's for someone else to come in and say, your friend is right. I'm doing it too, and it's working for me. And guess what? It has dual purposes. If Jennifer's new and she's really not familiar with the products of the business yet, I'm asking her to get her friends in a conversation with me. 2 reasons. I want to help Jennifer get sales, and I want to help Jennifer get ambassadors. But I also want to train Jennifer on what to say. I want her to teach her, this is how you do a 3-way. This is the verbiage you use. This is how we talk to people, because guess what? Jennifer's going to go silver in a couple days. She's going to have a team. Guess what Jennifer's going to do with her team? exactly what I'm doing with Jennifer. She's going to duplicate my actions. So she's going to go to her 3 people and say, hey, you need to start your list. You need to get into 3 ways. And guess what? Jennifer is going to be a pro at 3 ways because I've been doing them with her. She's already had that experience with me. So now she's learned, she knows the verbiage, she's got confidence. So now guess what? She's going to do 3 ways with her downline. And that is exactly what we do. Pure duplication. I'm never going to ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do myself or that I'm not already doing. I'm not going to ask you to go out and reinvent the wheel and learn and teach your team something totally different than I'm teaching you. No, you're going to teach your team exactly what I'm teaching you. And that way they teach their team. And so we're all doing the exact same thing. And the great thing is now, thank the Lord, we have Plexus giving us the success guide as our welcome packs. And we have all this information at our fingertips, which is really nice. So we have all these things that I'm teaching you are going to be in a nice, cute box that you're going to get from corporate. If you haven't got one, you're going to be getting one soon. Okay? So starting your list, getting your top 20, getting your top 5, and your goal, getting into 3 ways. Okay? I wrote some sample messages that you can send your friends, and I will post those in the team page. Super, super easy. That way you don't even have to think of what to say. You can copy and paste it and change your words so that, it's your name or your friends or whatever. And you can tweak it just a little bit, but you don't even have to come up with a message. I'm going to give you that too. It's going to be that simple, right? Okay. So, what is your first goal to do? Some of y'all have been in the business more than 30 days. Okay. So you can't fast start to gold because your first 30 days, Plexus says, okay, your first 30 days, if you can go all in, balls to the walls, talk to everybody, and you can get 20 people in your organization on your first 3 levels. Okay, so like I said, if I sign Sharon, Sharon signs Tim, Tim signs Diane, those are my first 3 levels. If my first 3 levels can get 20 people, 20, you get $700 bonus in your first 30 days. I don't know about you, that's a nice chunk of change, and I would love to get that in my first 30 days with Plexus, okay? That is the goal that you should set when you start this business. Fast start to gold. Go hard, go all in, push, and really try to get to fast start gold because guess what? You're going to build momentum. You're going to build a big fat paycheck, and it's going to get you excited, and it's going to get you rolling, and then you're going to turn around and duplicate that with those 20 people that you just signed, okay? That should be one of your goals. You may not do it. It may not happen, and that's okay. But you've set the goal, and you've tried, and you've really worked really hard, and you've focused. And if you don't make it, that's okay. Because you're still going to have team members. You're still going to have that momentum, and you're going to be ready to go, and you're going to be running out of the gate. Okay? Your second goal, if you don't fast start to gold, is to go silver as fast as you can. I want you to try your hardest to go silver your very first week in Plexus. I think that is very doable. Silver is your very first rank advancement. You get a $100 bonus, and it's only 3 people, y'all. We all know 3 people right now. I have 3 best friends that I made join my team. I'm like, okay, you're my friend. I don't care if you want to do it. You're doing it. It's $35 to sign up. And they did, so I got lucky. And I had customers that loved the products, and I'm like, okay, well, you should probably sign up because you're going to get a cheaper price. So they did. 3 people is not that many people. So you want to get to silver as fast as you can. So that is why it's important to work that list, talk to as many people as possible about Plexus, because the more people you talk to, the faster you're going to go silver. There's something called the law of numbers. You have to talk to like 30 people before you'll get 1 or 2 people to join your team. Okay? So if you're talking to 3 people, that's not very many people. Okay, it's going to take you a really, really long time to get to silver. So you have to talk to a lot of people. That means you go through your Facebook friends list. That means you call your buddies. You call your husband or wife's friends. You try to create some momentum and get those 3 people right away. Silver is a fun rank advancement. It's usually pretty quickly. It gets you going. It gets your team motivated. And now you have 3 people to invest in and turn around and get them to silver. If you get your 3 to duplicate you and go silver, you then have 3, 6, 9 new people in your team because you've gotten your 3 to go silver. That's quick. That's halfway to gold, right? So that's the goal. You guys need to set your goal and say tonight, okay, Who is my three? Who are my three? Is it my sister? Is it my brother? Is it my mom, my dad, my cousin? Is it my best friend? Is it my neighbor? Whoever it is, you want to try to get your three and go silver. So that's what I'm challenging y'all to do. If you're brand new, get in your head right now. And I'm sure you guys are sitting here thinking about it. It's like, oh, I'm going to get her. I'm going to get him. I'm going to do that. Those are the people you want to go after. Okay. Sample messages. I'm going to post. Let's see. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to cover tonight because that's a lot of information. And, I want you guys to take it all in. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I know we talked about a lot of stuff tonight, but you're gonna hear me say over and over and over that this is the most amazing opportunity that you will ever have. It is a pure gift, and you need to quickly grasp that this is a gift. You should be non-apologetic for what we're doing in Plexus, okay? No one else that I know right now, you tell me, but is anybody else paying y'all's bills but you? Probably not. Anybody raising your kids, married to your husbands, wives, but you? Mm-mm. Your family is your family. Your freedom is your freedom. Your finances is your finances. So you be non-apologetic about getting on a journey that's going to bring you freedom, that's going to bring you health, and it's going to bring you finances. Okay, get that right now. Be unapologetic because we have a gift. This is a gift. God has blessed me with Plexus, and so I am not apologetic about sharing it on Facebook. I'm helping single moms be able to pay their bills because I've shared an opportunity with them. I watch my team be able to pay off their credit cards and get out of debt, pay their vehicles off early, pay the note on their house, bring their husbands home from that second job that they absolutely hate. So we have what other people are praying for. There are hundreds and hundreds of people tonight going to bed praying that God will bring them an opportunity to get them out of the hell that they're in financially, or to be able to make enough money to stay home with their kids. People are praying for that. They're praying, God, please bring me something to get me healthy. Help me with this pain. Help me with this diabetes. Help me with this weight. They're self-loathing and they're praying right now for an opportunity to have something change in their lives. And guess what? Maybe it's Plexus. Maybe we will be that funnel for them to find freedom in their health and their finances. So be non-apologetic, okay? Because I know, believe me, I've been there. I've had the jokester on my friends list say, oh gosh, or what pyramid scheme is that? Oh, that's just one of those pyramid schemes, or oh, that's just stupid. That's just, why don't you just eat right and exercise, blah, blah, blah. You're going to have the Jekylls and all the people say stuff on your Facebook page, but remember this, there is someone praying tonight for what you have. There is someone praying for an opportunity that you're about to bring them. So be non-apologetic about it. Please don't let others squash your passion. Don't let what others say about network marketing or about what we're doing in Plexus change your why. Let your why be so big that it fuels you every day to continue to post on Facebook, to continue to share with your friends and family, and to reach the status that you want. If it's only $500 a month and you're okay with that, awesome. If it's to go all the way to Jules and become, have a $10,000 a month paycheck, then do it. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let someone else's negativity keep you from your dreams. And the sooner that you can get that, and the sooner that you say, this is a gift and I'm going to let my why fuel my passion, the better. Okay. We have, like I said, I'm doing this every night until Friday, 8:30 Eastern. So if you want to come on every night, you can. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about, day 2 is product knowledge. We're going to go over every single product. I'm going to kind of give you some ideas of what's in it, what it's used for, who would want it. Product knowledge is power because you're going to start looking at your Facebook page and you're going to see what people are posting and you're going to say, oh, he needs the Mega X. Oh my gosh, she could totally use the E's. Oh man, he needs the Slim, because you're going to know that product knowledge like this. So the more you know about our products, the better, because you can say, oh, you need this or that. You want to be able to recommend to your friends and family that are suffering with the right products, okay? So product knowledge is huge. So we're going to go over product knowledge tomorrow. Wednesday, we're going to talk about the compensation plan and how to achieve ranks and what it takes to get to every rank. And then, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to talk about overcoming objections, learning to knock down objections. Like if someone says, oh my gosh, it's so expensive, I'm going to teach you how to totally throw that out of the water. I'm not a salesperson. I don't have time. I'm going to teach you how to avoid all of those things and have a comeback before they even say it. Okay. And then Friday, we're going to do a recap, and then we're going to do question and answer. So anything you have, if you have questions, you can think of them during the day or during the week, write them down. And then Friday, we can go over question and answer and just do a recap on all the things that we learned. Okay. I'm going to unmute you guys so you can chat. Do they have questions about anything I said tonight?
Kelly.
Ma'am?
I mentioned because a lot of these people may not realize that we have a lot of men as ambassadors, and they may want to, think of men and they know.
You're really did you say that we have men on our team?
I'm sorry.
Did you say that we have men on our team?
Men.
Yeah, definitely. This is for men, women, any age. Anybody can do this.
Incentive?
Anybody else have questions? Anybody? Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. And if you have questions, feel free. And if you're not friends with me on Facebook, it's Kelly Hunt Smith. Okay? So if you have questions, you can message me or ask me on Team Page. Okay? I will see you guys tomorrow.